said the Liberals were too weak, too selfish, too beholden to corporate interest to fight for Canadians. But it only took him 2 months to renege on his word, reaffirm his commitment to the Prime Minister and his costly coalition, and keep Canadians in carbon tax hell. Today he reaffirmed that he is committed and showed his confidence in this Prime Minister in quadrupling the carbon tax on farmers, on food and fuel. How about a common sense solution? Axe the carbon tax on everything, for everyone, forever. Will the Prime Minister Canadians and call it carbon tax election?
The Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker, we are delivering real relief for Canadians, and it is the Conservatives who are trying to now make life more expensive when they have an opportunity to help Canadians with the high cost of living. But this is unsurprising, Mr. Speaker, because it's from the same party whose leader was delivering donuts to people out here who were protesting. And yet this morning had protesters removed by police from his home, Mr. Speaker. The guy who cares about freedom of speech certainly doesn't like it when people oppose his views. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, it's not good when protesters go to anyone's house. Not just the Leader of the Opposition. Shameful. Shameful.
Order! Order! I'm going to ask the Honourable Member from Foothills to start again. The Honourable Member.
At a time when 2 million Canadians are forced to a food bank in a single month, when food inflation in Canada is 36% higher than it is in the United States, and a quarter of Canadians are going, 25% of children are going to school hungry, the House Leader of the Liberal government is making this a partisan thing about protesters at the Leader's house, when they should be disgusted that protesters are going to any house of any member of Parliament. I would hope she'll stand up and apologize for those comments.
Colleagues, the Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker, I'm actually really glad to hear that from my honourable colleague, because no protester should be in front of anyone's house, except when the convoy was here, they cheered them on in front of so many residents in Ottawa.
Exactly,
and
in my residence.
They cheered on my residence. Who prevented them from going to the hospital, who prevented them from going to the grocery store, who prevented them from ambulances arriving at their homes. Mr. Speaker, there is a double standard on that side of the House, and we cannot stand for that.
Member from Cumberland Colchester.
Speaker, despite the foolishness that's been going on, there's a crisis that exists in Canada.
That's not nice.
Member from St. Albert, Edmonton, please control himself in this place or take himself outside of this room. I'm going to invite the honourable member from Cumberland. Everyone, relax. The honourable member from Cumberland Colchester will start again.
Thanks very much, Mr. Speaker. Despite the messy split in September, it looks like Canada's NDP Liberal woke power couple has gotten back together again. And they're coming for Canadian hard-earned money. Canadians are not fooled by their temporary tax trickery. 53% more Nova Scotians are using food banks than 5 years ago. Almost 40,000 Nova Scotians are visiting food banks every month, and 12,000 of them are children. Here's a better and common sense solution. Axe the carbon tax on everything for everyone forever. Cheaper gas, groceries, and home heating, and everything that's shipped. Will the Prime Minister call a carbon tax election?
The Honourable Leader of the Government in the House of Commons.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if that member and any of the members of the Conservative Party of Canada actually cared about affordability for Canadians, they would support this measure to remove the GST on essential items that we are putting forward that is going to help Canadians over the coming months get through these challenging times. But, Mr. Speaker, this is a pattern of behaviour. They say one thing, they do another, whether that is with regards to supporting Canadians through affordability challenges, muzzling their members of Parliament who try to speak up on behalf of their constituents, or taking away, removing protesters by police that don't agree with them. Mr. Speaker, they are completely disrespectful to Canadians. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.